This is the Yom Yom sayings of the previous Lubavitcher Rebbe that were gathered by the Rebbe. Once, as the Alter Rebbe stepped out of his room, and he stepped out of his study, he overheard his wife say, one second. Oh, he overheard his wife remarking to several women. And his wife was talking about him. She was talking in another room or something. She didn't know that he was there. And she said, my husband says like this, but in Yiddish, you don't necessarily say my husband says like this. So mine says, meine sagt. My husband says, but she didn't say my husband. She said mine says. The Rebbe said, with one mitzvah, I am yours. Getting married, it's a mitzvah. One mitzvah, I become yours. She said, mine, my husband, mine. I just did one mitzvah and we're linked together. I'm yours. How many mitzvahs do we do in order to be connected to God? If with one mitzvah I'm connected to yours, that I become yours. So if we do a lot of mitzvahs, we keep Shabbos, we put on tefillin, we give charity. If so, each one of this also connects us to God. With this world, when he said these words, he fell onto the doorpost. He leaned over in deep contemplation of God. When he came out of it, he said, go out and see. Tse'ena ure'ena. Tse'ena ure'ena. Tse'ena ure'ena. Yai, 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 yai. Ya ya mama yo ya mama yo ya mama yo ya mama. It's a nigun. Go out and see. It says it's from the Song of Songs. Go out of yourself, and you'll perceive the divine. That comes from, it says, go out and see the daughters of Zion, Benot Zion. This is Malchut, this physical world. Arousing Zer Anpin means the emotions of God. In the future, we'll see, and all this came because of what his wife said. He said the future will be the fulfillment of what it says, a valorous wife is the crown of her husband. The Jewish people were the wife, so to speak, of God, and we become a crown over God. We do things, so to speak, that God himself can't do. So the Rebbe said, my wife just said this one little word, and it threw him into this deep awareness of the creator of the universe. He went out of himself. And so can we have a good day with Mashiach? Now, God willing, 3:00, we'll be back in the other room with the Sikha of the Rebbe about how the Jewish people are scattered sheep and what we can do to correct that situation. Have a good day with Mashiach. Now, God bless you all. Thank you very much for coming. Oh. Okay, shalom everyone.
Rabbi, we just had the yard site of the Rebbetzin.
That's right, we did. They were for bringing
22nd.
That's right.
22nd.
22nd. We learned about it last week. 2 times 11. So.
Yeah, I had in mind to ask you. There's a statement by Chazal that I was having a discussion with somebody about a lot of the teachings of that were given over by the Talmidim of the Gra. And he happened to bring up something else, but Chazal, that it stated in the Gemara, that in the times of Mashiach, we're going to thank Hashem for the bad, or the seemingly bad. Does that mean that there's still going to be some form of suffering if we're going to be thanking Hashem?
No. King David said, I'll be grateful to you, God, because it means the Mashiach is going to come and he's going to explain
the past,
what all the bad things were and why they were really good. But until he comes, we don't understand it.
Right, that's what I thought. So it's unlikely referring to the times of Mashiach, the bad, the past. We're going to thank Hashem for the past troubles, right?
That's right. Good. Okay. Have a good day. Shalom uvracha. See you at 3.
Toda Rabba.